Well, hello folks, here we are, off to the license centre again, and today we're going to have a dabble in S10. And S10 brings us to Spa, and at Spa we find immediately that I'm not even in the top 10. Well, there we have it, a 2:23, the fastest lap, with the same guy that's at the top every time. Alex is at the top there. Most disappointed, Dave Cam is above me. And there I am. JB's above me and everything, so I've got lots to prove here, but nothing really to prove. With this test, folks, most people got to this one. It's the nemesis, it's the top of the tree, it's the grand poobah, it's the wheelie big cheese, it's the one that you really want to get done with, put it all behind you, you've golded everything. Well, with that, let's just have a 2:15 is the fastest, 2:23 is the fastest on my list. So there's masses in this. And what I found last time, if you've ever been and watched that video, is what I found is that traction control is the king of the beast here, or the ability to drive. One of the two, and because I'm a TCer, a lot of you think I can't, but I've got gold everything. Almost. However, settings for today, let's go and talk about this. I am going to put the assist settings of traction control on to start with, default ABS, everything else off. And we're just going to see if I can beat my 2:23. I'd like to... Sorry, what did I have? Brain, remember. I had gold, I know that. A 2:25.795. So, target for me then would be top 5. Top 5 would be nice. If we could actually slip in another second, we'd get us top of the tree. We won't make any promises today. So, controller settings... Button configuration open. I've made one change. Got DRS on the 0, but that's not going to apply today. Controller sensitivity 0. Torque feedback 5. Force feedback sensitivity 5. And I will have a ghost if we run this multiple times. So we're ready, folks. Force feedback on 1. I don't think this will be very successful. Let's go and find out. It's an absolute hog of a car. Once it gets its toe down, this thing absolutely flies. We have a ghost. There's the... Oh my word, I tipped that wall. Happy days. What we might get is a series of swear words. I've overshot there. Got it sliding. Off the track we go. And this is it, folks. This is S10. This is what happens. It's absolutely chewing down, isn't it? But let's keep doing it. Oh, the back end just let go. Oh my lord. Right. Traction control 5. Traction control 5. Touch the brakes. Oh! Oh, that wasn't me. Honestly. Wasn't me, boss. Oh, that reminds me of a song. Shakademas and Pliers. Touch the brakes. It slid to the left. I've gone sideways. Yeah, look at that. This is phenomenal, isn't it? This is. It brings every grown man to his knees, I think, this test at some point. And if you did this first time out, you're a god. Absolutely are. I was just happy with gold. I definitely just started this, completed it, and then said, thank you, I'm done. Short shifted through there. Keep the ghost in sight. Let's carry on. Track down here up to... No, there's no fifth. Happy days. So just going to break it down. Keep that ghost in sight. Don't touch too much curb. See if we can get some normal racing line down here. If I remember correctly last time, it wasn't this part of the circuit that was the tricky bit. It was the final run into the home, to the end of the track. Back end feels so light when you get the power down. That is really quite bizarre. Coasting round these corners a little bit, not trying to slide off. Feels such a waste to waste half a lap if I was to spin off now. Ghost is just disappearing around the corner at the end there. Am I just free rolling too much here? I don't want to touch that inside curb too much. Or just keep it under control. There's nothing either to give you an indicator of where you are without your own ghost against your own capability. Right, this is where it gets tricky. Fourth gear, we short shifted, so if we can just play the game, take it around this corner. I had a little pop there on the lift off, that sounded lovely. Don't touch that right hand side. I did. Back end's on its way. Here we go, we're good, we're good. Don't touch the right hand side. Let's brake at the right point. Here we go. I don't think this is going to be gold. I don't think so. A little bit gingerly down there. Yeah, 228, 229, 230. That's well out, isn't it? So we got to beat that. So we're definitely in a situation then where we're going to be just beating our ghost. I'm going to go traction control 4 this time. So I need a bit more drive and I need to actually give myself a little bit more oomph. Which will just pace us to the end. The thing is with these tests is this one is the last one, so am I really bothered about being top of the tree? Yes, because I like to smother my mates' faces in it. I like to put my hand on the back of their head and bury it and say, look what I've done. And I think we all like a little bit of that. But when you do this lot the first... Oh, don't. Oh, you just want... There was me talking. When you do this the first time, it's more about having got the gold and you've got all your licenses. Fattest, laziest. Oh, jeez, I used the brakes. Shouldn't have done that. Try again. 4. Faster with 4. We will get down to 2, I promise, and then potentially 1. Got some work to do. Just got it out of shape, braking a little bit too late. I'm sliding. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. We're going to have to start again. These little clips are going to build. I think, folks, they will definitely build. I'm going to go traction control 3 just to give myself that little bit of oomph. I need to get past this ghost and beyond it. I used the traction control when I did this the first time round purely as a sense check, and it was enough to get me the gold, so I was quite happy. That's how much more acceleration you've got. Look at that. Oola. It's how quick you crash, he says. Just get it into the corner without sliding it through. It's about getting it to the right point to turn in. I know there will be people with lightning reflexes challenging that ghost up there for for the win. And I'm only using the G29, folks, so if there is anything in the fact that the better gear makes you a better driver, we all know the best trainers make you the better player, and anyone that buys the same trainers as Usain Bolt can be as fast as Usain Bolt. We all know that. So I remember as a kid wanting the best football boots purely because it'll make me a better footballer. I'll feel like the better footballer, so I will be the better footballer. We know that's how it works, and that's why I advocate positive training methods. Positive encouragement. If you make somebody feel like a winner, they're going to be a winner. In my head, you give somebody a crappy pair of baseball boots or a crappy pair of football shoes, football boots, whatever they are, they're not going to play their best unless they are extremely determined. And that isn't the youth of today, is it, to be honest? It isn't the youth of me. I needed to feel like I was part of the process. Do not slide out on that final corner. I lost that in that last corner, didn't I? Look at that. Half a second out with traction control 3. So that's the second time I completed a lap. Should we try on traction control 2? There's plenty of time in this. There certainly is. Brake just before the 100. On the right hand side. I've lost it. Whee. Traction control 2. That's something I do have a problem with my wheel. That little red circular dial never wants to play the game for me. Stepped out, lost traction, lost that half a second that I gained. Oh, back end's gone. Whoa! Oh, back end's gone. Up to 2. Just before the 100. Braking a straight line, and we were slow out there, lost the back end. On the wet line, happy days. Traction control 2. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, trying too hard. I'm just gonna now drop it back to traction control 3. We felt 2 was just going a little bit, just getting a little bit too out of sorts. TC3 seems optimal for me as he overcooks it into that corner and dins it off. That's going to be a great clip. Oh, lost that. Oh, shabba-ranks. Oh yeah, done, cooked. That tells me you can actually steal a fair whack on that corner. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do not know what happened. That was not turning traction control down, was it? Come on, let's go. Too hard then, and the wheel's locked up. Now this is where we keep fluffing it. We keep trying to give it too much. We end up going wide. There's the dry line on the inside that we should be sticking to. Oh, back end's gone. Okay. I was having to push too hard. That's the problem. Baby. There we go. Tricky this one, and it was last time, folks. Lose it here normally. Just hogging to the inside. Back end's gone. Absolute savage. Oh, monkey. Let's go. Now I reckon there's a mandate here for probably getting to that back straight in such a way that you can whack it up to T5 on the old traction control before we go down there to give us some sense of security. Oh no! Yeah, there it goes. Combined throttle and brake, I was going to say, before it decided to exit stage right. Keep it on traction control 3. 40 miles done today. Happy days, that's the ticket in the bag. Your average 10-minute off a fag. Oh Jesus! Just more than your 10 minutes off a fag packets. That's what I was going to say. Let's go again. Happy days. Stiffness, and then it decides it's not going to play. But it's entirely me. Look at that. That was entirely me. I knew that. Oh, look at that. I got the car offline. Once you're gone, you're gone. You can't get it back. Holy... yes. Vulgar language. No. Not doing it. Even though I'm told to, I'm not going to. I'm going to try and restrain, and it's difficult. Oh, it went then, didn't it? I was proper on the beans then. I was going to touch the brakes. I was going to touch the brakes, try and dash through that curb, and then hook it right up the hill. Then plans changed. Didn't miss the curb, and sort of pooped myself a little bit coming over the crest. Too fast. First time I've done that today. That is shocking. Hooper looper. Folks, this is turning into a recurring nightmare. Come on, let's do it. I've only completed the lap twice. Jesus. Overconfidence that was. Let's try again. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 50 miles we'll have done after the next crash. Ay, 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 ay. Shocking. Third gear not gonna work. Yeah. Really don't need your assistance, Mr. Miazano. Thank you. Traction control 3. I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go back to where I was. There's a coast and roll down here, definitely. It's this corner that catches me. And it did that time as well. There was too much momentum in the rear end. 4-foot snake. I turned in and the back end came out. Absolute. Oh, I thought we were there. I was ahead of the ghost. Oh. Holy Chipotle. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. It'll be a good couple of hours of a session, this. Ah, just. 59 miles. Coasting through there. Too fast. Right, we need to rethink here. We need to circle the wagons, we need to gather our thoughts, we need to approach this in the right way. Hands go up the steering wheel just that little bit. Oh, gee. There I am, waffling. No offence meant, I'm just saying, I think my grip on the steering wheel sometimes is in the wrong place. This is the bit where I get a little bit... It's gone again. Oh my lord. I turned the front in and the back end just went. And I couldn't get it back. Oh, life damn. I don't know how to approach that corner now. I'm nervous of it because every time I enter that corner the back end just wants to oversteer. Maybe I'm turning in too early and I need to just fight my fear and turn in later. I think we're on the dry line. Don't turn in. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Now go. It's gone again. What am I doing? You nutjack. I think I'm going to have to coast around that corner. Or is it the lift off? Is it lift off understeer? But that's normally a problem that affects front wheel drive cars, not high powered rear. Interesting brain combobulation. I think I'm actually doing that to myself in terms of I'm creating that by being cautious. The car's going slower than it should be and it may be losing its downforce. Let's test it. Let's go with my toe down. I'm gonna just flat it out. Don't lift, man. No. No, 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 no. So the first corner you don't lift. The second corner, lift. Okay. Right, you have to keep the power down. You have to keep the power down first corner, because that's where the problem was. You lift off, you lose the downforce, and the back end comes around. No way. I tried to drive that through that corner. You can't. You can't do that, Jimbo. 76.1 miles. We forgot to change gear because we were using the lips instead of the brain. Too fast. Okay, let's go again. Nice and composed. Came through there quite tidily. I do like that view, I hate to say it. Just gonna lift off, change down and brake. Back on the gas in third, avoid all the curbs and back onto fourth. Got to be smooth with the application of the brake and throttle. Braking just before the 50. Don't roll the curb too tight. Don't roll the car too wide. Now I realise what's happened and I'm not going to vocalise it, I'm just going to focus on what I'm doing. I know where I am and I know how fast I'm going. And I know I'm 2 corners away from blowing it. So here's where he gets his gun on and goes like an absolute train, and I think, how the hell can I keep up? We've got to keep the power on here. This one I'm just going to lift and brake. We're good. We don't slide off. Oh, you horrible beast of a car. Get off that tarmac, you swine. Oh, folks. Oh, my face will be the picture. I'm absolutely sure it is. And I'm going to watch that replay. I hate to say it, but I'm going to watch the replay. And I'm going to talk myself through it. 70 plus miles. We've gone for traction control 3, I think. Can't remember. Coming out to turn 1, braking just before the 100. Get into the apex, use all the curb, run the car out wide, but don't touch the outside curb. We nearly did. Coming down the hill, we're trying to spot the last lamppost on the right hand side, where we're going to lift off, straighten the car up, then brake down from 4th into 3rd, make the corner, put the throttle back on, don't clip the curb at the top of the hill, don't run wide, up into 4th gear. And 4th gear is your maximum down here, so we're going to blast all the way down to the final corner. We're going to brake just before we start to see the curbs on the left hand side, so just after the 150. 2nd gear at the apex, we slid through, and that was where we started to overtake the Ghost, to start to real challenge the demo Ghost. So then driving on hard, we pushed down the hill and we started to really get our nose in front. Brake before the curb on the left hand side. 2nd gear at the first touch to the apex. Run a long apex out of this corner up to 3rd, then down to 2nd. And again we found out we were actually quicker into the corner but slower out than the Ghost. Maybe there's a lesson. Running down the hill, you're looking for the 50 marker. You're going to brake on just before it. Down to 3rd, down to 2nd. Keep the car stable. Don't try and hit the curbs too much. They'll upset the car. Run this out and wide up into 4th gear, looking for the braking point, which is just underneath the gantry. The right-hander is a long slow one in 2nd gear, and then we quickly change to a left-hander, and then we realise at this point we're ahead of the Ghost and we've got 3 or 4 corners to go. 2nd gear for this corner, and then we're going to notice that the AI will overtake us because they hit the power band here and just run. We're preparing ourselves for the Nemesis corner. We realise we don't lift for the first corner. You need the downforce to keep the traction. And then you have to lift, brake and lift for the 2nd corner. Don't run it too wide. We actually just make a little mistake here and run it out onto the green stuff. But we're alright. Brake just before the 100. Down to 1st gear for the first apex. Used the curb. 2nd apex we stayed nice and wide. Tried not to run it too wide, but we did put 2 tyres on the curb, which is never fun. But we crossed the line with a 2:23.971, and that is a significant improvement on our previous lap times. We were down somewhere down the bottom. We're now in 3rd place, folks, behind Alex and James. Can I find Arthur 2nd in that? Yes, I think we can. But if Alex and James went and did this last night at 3 o'clock in the morning when I posted that video, that was all well and good. But if they were their original ones, crack on. Really enjoyed that little revisit to the missions, license tests, 8, 9 and 10. As it stands, folks, I don't plan to go back and do any more unless there's some significant changes. And when there, we'll leave it. But thank you very much, folks. Your time watching, your time supporting, liking, subscribing is all accepted and appreciated, and I try and give it back in some way. However, thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. All the best.